Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am at Eton College, the world's most illustrious school. It was founded in 1440 by King Henry VI. Anyway, what is behind me is upper school, and the top room of that was a classroom where the headmaster taught the older boys. That was upper school. Somewhere else was lower school, where the lower master taught the younger boys. But we won't get too sidetracked by that just now. Anyway, so we're very close to the town of Windsor, about 2 miles away across the River Thames, which is north of the Thames. So although the college was founded in 1440, most of the buildings are much later than that. Now right behind me there, these are the memorial buildings. You see this one here, School Hall, like an assembly room, and School Library, the domed building. They call them memorial buildings because they were built after the South African War, 1899 to 1902, and the Old Etonians were their own regiment, or the Eton Rifles, and so many of them were killed in that war, but these buildings were built here to commemorate them, and that's why above the door of School Hall it says, love conquers all. It's got it in Latin. Latin was the mainstay of education back then. You can hear the bell tolling for 2 o'clock. Anyway, well, more about what's to my rear. Now, a lot of these buildings are from the 1860s. You see this one here with that black stone diamond pattern on the red stone background. Very popular. You'll see it in areas of London like South Kensington as well. This sort of 1860s motif. Now, a bomb fell on School Hall in the Second World War, and then you can see the join where a lot of this is late 18th century, but then you see the more modern bricks this side, and they've done it quite well. You really have to look carefully to see where they replaced it. About the 3 windows to the right-hand side, to that side, those are the ones rebuilt after the Second World War. And if people have been coming to Eton for 3 generations or more, they were allowed to carve their names on a wooden panel. And a lot of the panels were destroyed by the bomb. However, meticulous records have been kept. They're able to put it back a little bit later on. Anyway, to my rear are some boarding houses. You see those brown red brick buildings, Hawtrey's and Durnford House. I don't remember which one's which, but the houses are not known by the actual name of the building, known by the housemaster's name or the initials of the housemaster, and so forth. So that is that. Anyway, what I'm on is a public right-of-way, but Eton's grounds itself are only private. Well, there's an endless amount more I could film. Despite the word college, this is a secondary school, and it's for boys only, aged 13 to 18. Obviously, it's very academically selective. It's rather pricey, £37,000 per annum, though there are lots of bursaries and scholarships, and plenty of boys don't pay the full whack. As Eton's website says, if your son is truly talented, don't feel it's beyond your means to come here. So about 90% of the boys are British, which is not to say they're all white. There are plenty of British Indians, British Chinese, black British boys and so on. But it's not as international as some schools are. There is only one Eton. It hasn't set up any other school abroad like many other British schools have. And that's that. It's got no sister school as such. Of course there are elite girls' schools, but none of them is officially linked to Eton. And it's got no prep school. They used to have a choir school for younger boys. No longer exists. There's several prep schools which are the main feeder schools to Eton. Alright, that's enough at the moment for Eton. It may seem like it's a ghost town, but that's because it's the holidays right now.